Hello everyone, we are going to make our presentation. The Bank of America Tower responds perfectly to the theme of an example of green building. Indeed, it is one of the 10 tallest buildings in America, and it is a very interesting construction in terms of ecological innovations, which is why we chose it. The concept of eco-construction appeared at the end of the year 1960. It consists of creating a building equipped with technologies allowing it to respect the environment and ecology as much as possible in its construction. It seeks to integrate as respectfully as possible in an environment using natural and local resources. In the first part, we will begin by talking about eco-construction. Then, in a second part, we will talk about the Bank of America Tower, which is the example we have chosen. During this talk, we will see the different points of the Tower Bank of America that make it ecological.
First of all, we are going to define what is an eco-construction more precisely. Eco-construction, also known as sustainable construction, offers different possibilities in order to reduce the ecological impacts of buildings. It brings together a set of techniques, materials, and technologies that help improve environmental performance. Green building must have two complementary requirements. On the one hand, the adaptation of architecture to the landscape and its concrete data, and on the other hand, the use of natural materials, if possible renewable. Green building optimizes energy efficiency, limits water consumption, makes maximum use of recyclable and non-toxic materials, and generates as little waste as possible during construction and its occupation. The purpose of eco-construction is to build while respecting our environment for us and the future generations, while offering maximum comfort to occupants. It's also an approach that involves identifying the environmental impacts of projects throughout the life cycle, promoting urban planning and architectural choices that favor natural light, integrate bioclimatic principles, guarantee good thermal isolation of the entire building envelope while respecting the legislation, the use of ecological or natural materials that consume little energy for the manufacture, transport, and implementation, promoting the use of renewable energy and or low-polluting fuels, the choice of intelligent equipment, low consumption lighting and household appliance, efficient and correctly sized heating. There are many certifications around the world, for example, HQE in France, which means Haute Qualité Environnementale, GBEL in China, Green Building Evaluation, or LEED in the United States, which means Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. Now I'm going to talk about the historical context. The building construction began in 2040 and ended in 2009. From the middle of the 19th century, with an industrial era, a political ecology arrived. This ecology is about the impacts of human societies in their economic and industrial activities on their environment. From the 1970s, the ecology aims to protect the environment in order to allow our societies to live in a sustainable way. Today, we are in a context of global economic crisis, but several agreements or programs have been signed, such as the Kyoto Accord signed in 1997 or LEED signed in 1998.
LEED, which means Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. It's the most widely used green building rating system in the world. It provides a framework for healthy, highly efficient, and cost-saving green buildings. LEED certification is a globally recognized symbol of sustainability achievement leadership. In fact, American municipalities give an increasingly large part of their budget to green buildings. This involves developing plans for the renovation of construction of buildings to LEED standard. It's in this context of global ecology that the Bank of America Tower was built. And now we are going to talk about the Bank of America Tower, an ecological construction. At first, we talk about the project as a whole. The Bank of America Tower is a 1,200 feet skyscraper in the Midtown area of Manhattan in New York City. It is located at 1 Bryant Park, on 6th Avenue between 42nd and 43rd Street, diagonally opposite Bryant Park. The contracting authority was the Durst Organization and the Bank of America. The project has cost $1 billion. It was designed by Cook & Fox Architects. It was the company Severud Associates which had the mission to do the structural conception.
In July 2019, the Bank of America Tower appraised at $3.5 billion. It makes of it among the most valuable office buildings in the city. The Bank of America Tower is one of the 5th tallest buildings in New York City, after the World Trade Center and the Empire State Building. This tower is one of the 7th tallest buildings in the United States. As we can see, the tower is the third and it approximately 350 meters high. The tower is 52 floors high with 300 ground floors. It is a tower of office. We can find 195,096 square meters of office space. There is 52 elevators and 3 escalators. The Council on Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat is an organization which studies and reports all aspects of the planning, design, and construction of tall buildings. They give the award of the 2010 Best Tall Building Americas to the Bank of America Tower. This tower has many specifications which make of it an innovative and ecological construction. First of all, I will talk about the rain harvest system. Slope walls capture rainwater for collection and use. Reuse of rainwater is used by many ways. In one hand, it is used for cooling the buildings and on the other hand, for flushing toilets. Water is economized by 100 million gallons per year, and no stormwater goes to the city sewer system. An on-site gas field completed at 70% the electricity needs. A process called cogeneration allows to use heat from the power plant for chilling machine, as you can see on this diagram. It is good explicated. The building has 2 arrows. The biggest is 255 feet tall and the second has a wind turbine which generate a part of the building energy. To reduce energy, there is diodes which reduce their intensity in journey. Slope walls admit more sunlight in the interior spaces. There is glass panels on the facade which are restricting the infrared heat radiations of the sun. As we can see, the building is covered by glass and have sloped walls. The tower is called the air filter of Manhattan because the rejected air is cleaner than the entrance air. To reduce the transportation of materials, 50% were regionally sourced. As we can see, this is a circle which shows approximately the principal sources of materials. In red, this is the manufacturing location, and in green, an extraction location. 83% of construction waste have been recycled.
To conclude, an ecological construction is a construction that uses natural or renewable materials. In addition, the building must respect the environment and reduce its impact. The Bank of America Tower is an excellent example of this, as it has several capacities to respect the environment. It is capable of purifying the ambient air, recycling stormwater, producing but also preserving a large part of the energy required for its operation. This is why the Bank of America Tower is a pioneering model for modern green buildings. We can say that it is a sustainable site that reduces its energy consumption. Thank you for listening.